Whoa, that's a cool question. I love that question. So there's an image I have in my head. And so many years ago, I went to Washington. And there was this place I went to that I really loved. It's called Busboys and Poets, right? And I loved it because it felt like it was a hub. And it was, on the one point there was like a little bookstore. On the other side, there were people sitting and reading and drinking coffee. There was a bar, there was a place people could meet. And I always imagined like having these community hubs, right? Where I think people could come and they could exchange and they could learn together. The piece that I'm the most passionate about now is, I guess, getting people to kind of connect to what it is they want to be and do in the world, and supporting them to get there. And so I feel like these hubs would do that, by bringing together people, by creating a sense of community, and by showing that the resources we need isn't often money, it's us. And so I guess like the resources would be for space, and space would be, even growing things, making things, selling things, all of those things. Like if you think about an economy, it's like these mini economies, but that are sustained by people. And I think the connection between people, the relational aspect, the thinking, like, when we put our minds together. I was busy working on a chapter for a book that I'm writing. And one of the things that I remembered was a story where somebody's like, this group of people came to me and they said to me, "Oh, we want you to teach us how to work with money." And I was curious, and I asked the group, "Okay, let's have a conversation," because I was curious, do they really not know how to work with money? And I guess in the conversation, they realized that they did. And so the thing that they didn't understand was how to leverage the collectivity, the collective power they have, and also the fact that there are stories that people tell us about ourselves that aren't true. And the truth about who we are sits between us. And that, I guess for me, that's what these spaces would do. It would allow us to find the truth of ourselves, amongst ourselves, within ourselves, rather than listening to the messaging that I think the capitalist machine keeps on trying to feed us, and trying to make us believe that we can't do or be whatever it is they make us believe we should want to be or do. And so, yeah, that's kind of what I would do if I had the freedom and the resources and the time. That's what I would really do.